Stun guns, or EGs, are insane in Armored Core 6 PvP. The system recovery stat on head parts is currently bugged, meaning that all ACs have the same status resistance. This causes the EGs to proc their shock status effects in just one clip. Combining this with the coil shield allows you to hold forward against your opponents while bashing both triggers. Shouts out to Mindir for their Bumblebee build, which I based this off of. The faster frame makes this build much deadlier and a lot more fun to play. If you enjoy my commentary, I'm live Sunday through Friday at 10 AM CST over on Twitch. And now, enjoy the duels, my friends. Alright, let's get started with one of the most beautiful ACs I've ever seen in my entire life. Look at that bad boy. The shark bite, the shark teeth, it looks so gosh darn good on that thing. Good lord. Anyway, this build is very, very fun. It's very aggressive, which I absolutely love. I feel like with the stun guns, you have to play super aggressive. Like, you cannot play keyboard with these things. The range is just not super great, and the status build-up, even though system recovery is bugged right now and just does not do basically anything, the status recovery on it, it's still decently good. So you do have to play really up in your opponent's face, which is very fun. Exclusively good, especially good with the coil shield. Different E word there. You can see that we're just being really aggressive. We're just up in their face. The high jump speed, or jump distance on these legs give us a really, really fast quick boost on the ground. It is ridiculous. As you can see, we're just avoiding everything. We're actually really close to getting staggered, and we're really close to being staggered for a long time now. And he just hasn't been able to stagger us. We've just been way too gosh darn fast. He cannot hit us. And look how much damage we're doing. We're probably about to get staggered, yep, right there. But it doesn't matter because, look, they got stunned themselves. When the shock buildup actually completes, the opponent gets staggered, which is just ridiculous. Like, in a game that's based on movement, you stop your opponent's movement and you do a chunk of their HP? That's ridiculous. And I think that might need to actually be turned down. But I can't really say, like, you should nerf these weapons or, like, you should change the weapons at all because the main stat that deals with them is broken right now. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, like, if they change that. Hopefully they do fix system recovery in the PvP patch that's upcoming. If you want to hear more about that, by the way, definitely subscribe, because I plan on doing a lot of content whenever that comes out. Good lord. I want to eventually just do 2 videos a day when the patch drops, but you never know. Life's a really weird thing sometimes. Sometimes you just can't do two videos a day. But back to the match here. We actually are doing a ton of damage. You see, we're actually winning the health lead. Not by that much, though. I feel like our dodges haven't been as on point as the last one. Pop the little shield here. And again, we got a stock shock puck off at the same time as they staggered us, which is just so sad. The pulse blade was not able to take us down. This is why I actually put this on a lighter frame, because you're just so safe all the time. Like, it doesn't really matter that you have no AP, and I feel like because you just shred them so quickly. So the more speed to be able to catch up with your opponent is really, really important. This guy's running a very fun build. I like the Astugian plus the pulse blade. Which, did you know the pulse blade's named Butt? I didn't know that for the longest time, but it's like B-U-T-T-A, which is like, why did they call? I guess it's like butter, like butta. But, like, it's B-U-T-T/A or something like that. Like, why did they do that to my boy? Like, why did they do that to my pulse blade? Calling it butt. That's messed up. This game's got some really weird names. Like, the stun guns are the EGs, or, like, the eggs is what we've been calling them on stream. There's also, like, the soup wings. Like, why is the wings called soup? Like, I know apparently rad is, like, what names everything after food, but good lord, man, that's really goofy to me. Like, bad cook is the flamethrower, which that one makes sense at least, but soup wings? Makes no sense to me. Anyway, that guy got obliterated while I was on that tangent. Good lord. Oh, this build's really funny. A fun thing about making content for this game is that I will just completely forget what I did during these fights, even though I recorded them, like, 2 hours ago. And I'll be like, whoa, excuse me, why did that guy just melt? That's how you know you get a good build, if the opponent just freaking gets obliterated. And we're looking around. I've had this issue so many times on Xylem. Like, I love Xylem. It's probably my favorite map. Plan on doing a map tier list at some point, by the way. That'd be fun. Because there are some maps in this game that are just really, really bad, at least in 1v1s. But I just can't find my opponent sometimes. Like, I know you gotta scan and everything, but not everybody runs a really high scan distance head. Scanning's mega important, though. Y'all should definitely be doing it. Like, it is so nice for missiles and everything like that. And just knowing where your opponent is really important in a game that's, again, based on movement. Like, the entire game is movement-based. As you can see, we are just, like, avoiding a lot of things. I know we just got hit by Songbird, but, like, look at our health compared to theirs. Like, we are dodging the fuck out of this guy. This guy's attacks. And the cool thing about the coil shield is that you can really use it as, like, a buckler almost, like a parry shield. Because the instant guard is super duper, like, strong on it, which is really fun. This person was awesome to fight. Their name was, like, B something, but their tag is practicing melee. And you know what? I'm down. Dude, hell yeah. Practice some melee. Melee is extremely fun in this game. I absolutely love melee. Laser Dagger is not a great one to learn it on. I'd say if you want to learn melee, definitely learn on the Pulse Blade or the WLT, the Coral Oscillator, the Waltzer Blade. Because, like, Laser dagger is mostly used as a finisher, like stagger punish kind of thing. If you don't want to learn melee on that. Now, the charge attack is really strong on it. I will say, the charge attack is really, really good at building up stagger. And I think, honestly, if they hit me with it, I might have gotten staggered, like, really, really quickly off that. But you just don't really have to worry about it, like, at all, ever. I popped the Pulse Armor there just so I could be more aggressive here. That's why you want Pulse Armor in this build, by the way, is because you can just kind of walk towards your opponent. It's like a more permanent coil shield. You just walk towards them and just shoot. Yeah, you want to learn Pulse Blade or WLT because those are more traditional melees, and they're used as both finishers and also, like, stagger build-up tools. Like, stagger build on the charge Pulse Blade is just insane. And WLT has has just really good stagger, like, direct damage and also stagger build-up. Or impact damage. Depends on how you want to call it. I call it stagger because, you know, you get staggered, you take a bunch of damage. But ACS overload is just a mouthful. I just call it stagger. This makes sense to me. You also have the beam with the WLT, which I absolutely fucking love. I really hope they fix it so it doesn't become invisible sometimes. Because, like, on high ping, it just straight up invisible, which really sucks. Because, like, that thing does so much damage and impact. You really, really have to know what you're doing to dodge it. Or you just hold the spacebar key. That works too sometimes. Can't be a striker video without me missing a kick. I am contractually obligated to miss all my fucking kicks. Anyway, look at that. They finally got the dagger off, and I'm dead here. Right? Are they gonna keep... Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Good job. Good job. Yeah, this first one was a blast to fight. I absolutely love fighting melee players. They're just... melee is so fun, dude. It's so fun in this game. Yeah, I really wish we had right-handed blades so I could run like a dual melee build. Because that'd be like half my builds. Half my builds on the channel would be dual melee. Because I love playing that in Armored Core for Answer, and I would definitely love playing it in this game. Especially with, like, could you imagine WLT plus Pulse Blade? Like, bro, that would be nuts. Dual-wielding Power Bunkers? Like, yes, please, give that to me now. Oh, that would be so fun. But sadly, that's not the world we live in. Maybe in Armored Core 6 for Answer, or Armored Core 6 Verdict Day, whatever the heck they're going to do. In the past, FromSoft has made, like, expansion games instead of DLC, which is kind of interesting. I wonder if they're going to do that again. I think that's what they talked about, is they're doing that again. But I have not, like, 100% confirmed that they haven't made an official statement on that as far as I know. But I do know they have done an official statement on no DLC, which is big sad, because this game is really, really fun. And I'd love DLC, but hey, I mean, new game in 2 years versus, you know, DLC in 2 years, I'm down with that. Especially there being new campaign, because, man, the campaign in this game is amazing. Anyway, email to that person. Extremely fun fight. If you're watching here practicing Melee, don't give up. You're very good at the video game, and I want to see you be really good at Melee. And again, we're fighting them like one more time because I've decided I do a lot of one and dones, which I hate doing that when I record because I'm like, okay, I need, you know, a bunch of different clips to find different people. It just makes sense to me that, like, I'd want to fight different people throughout the entire video. It just makes sense, right? But I also feel bad because, like, that game was really close. Like, they leave you the second game. I don't want to be like, okay, bye, see you later. They changed the ability. They're actually running the WLT, which I do very much enjoy. That is one of my favorite weapons in the game, if not my favorite weapon. The Plasma Thrower is up there, man. I love Plasma Thrower. That thing is so fun. And we're going to head out because we want our attitude recovery to kick in here. Because that's the benefit of playing a lightweight is that you have that really good attitude recovery. Hopefully we get better attitude recovery in the future, but then the issue with that is, like, you make the hold S keep away builds a lot better with that. Because, like, let's say I'm just going to hide behind my Scutum and just, like, keep shooting you with a Harris, and all of a sudden you also can't stun me because I'm just going to assault boost away. That'd be really, really annoying. So I don't know what they're going to do to that, honestly. Because there's definitely a happy medium where lightweights are, you know, they're still easy to stagger, but they're not extremely easy to stagger. And you also don't just run away the whole game. There's some happy medium there that hopefully they'll find. Because I do believe in From Software's ability to balance this game, because they did a decent job with Elden Ring. Now, again, decent job. Not it was not perfect, not by a long shot, but Elden Ring PvP is way better now than it was back then, I'll tell you what. People don't realize that FromSoft games just tend to launch really unbalanced. Like, really unbalanced. Which is big sad. Honestly, I really hope they fix that in the future. They remind me of Nintendo a lot, actually. Their campaigns and their single player is just wonderful. And then the multiplayer just has, like, a lot of issues with, like, netcode and stuff like that. Hopefully they fix that in the future. Because I really love From Software. It's my favorite developer, I think. It's a good time. Anyway, see, we are obliterating this person. The coral shield's definitely coming in handy a lot with that Zerman and that and those missiles. The aperitif. Someone left a comment telling me how to pronounce that, and I still can't do it. I'll have to throw that up on screen because it was a very good comment. It was like, I'm a Frenchman, and this is how you say that. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm still gonna butcher that word because I'm just a bad human being. Anyway, now we got a fun laser build. The Carasawa is a really interesting weapon. I'm working on an Ouroboros tier list reaction video that was about 3 hours long, even though the main video is like 50 minutes. Ouroboros actually stopped by and said that I was allowed to do it, which is really cool. which is just awesome. I've watched him for like 5 years, and he came by, followed the stream and everything like that. That was really sick of him. But yeah, I would definitely have that video out, hopefully soon. But they talked about Carasawa being an S tier, and apparently what they've been doing is like kick into Carasawa as a true combo, which is really interesting to me. I'll have to try that out sometime. Especially on a quad build with the kick hitbox is just gigantic. Look at that, we are just melting this man. Look at that. Assault armor is so weak. Like we had some very good conversations in the comments down below on yesterday's video about assault armor versus pulse armor. And honestly, I still feel like I'm a pulse armor guy. Like I really, really am. Like pulse armor, you can just pop it when you're away from your opponents. They can't revenge assault armor you. And then you just have to like bait out the assault armor to not get gapped by it. Like it's just, pulse armor is just guaranteed value if you're smart, which I think is really nice. Especially on an aggressive build like this, you desperately want it. Because again, if I pop pulse armor, it's like a coil shield that just is better. It's a better coil shield for a while. Yeah, look at this. It is just ridiculous. Oh my gosh. It's such a fun weapon. It really, really is. And I know I talked about doing an Armor Core 6 PvP podcast at some point. I definitely want to do that very soon. I think I'm going to get some friends together and do that just as soon as possible. Look at that. I actually landed the kick for once, and they're gone. Hell yeah, dude. I'm getting better at kicking, which feels just fantastic, dude. Gosh darn it. Oh, this guy was awesome. Their Viento plays were just so freaking good. Honestly, if you're struggling with Core Shield, use Viento pistols, because those were shredding through my shield. It was kind of ridiculous. Vientos do so much impact damage. It's kind of ridiculous. And we're going to fight him real quick. This guy, again, extremely good lightweight player. Fighting players like these really gives me hope for, like, lightweight players in the future. Like, once we get some buffs, like, good lord, lightweight builds are going to go crazy. Like, really skilled players like this guy are just going to, like, obliterate people once lightweight gets some buff. Because, like, right now, you can just kind of get stat checked by heavyweights, which is big sad. But if your movement's good enough, you can beat them. It's just sometimes the numbers are just better, like, in their favor. But look how much damage that was. Sadly, they missed it with the laser dagger. I think I definitely would have died there if they hit me with it. Like, good lord, laser dagger does so much damage. And it true combos in the kick, too. I don't know what happened there. They definitely should have killed me off that, but thankfully they did not, and we were able to secure the win there. But laser dagger, if you didn't know, the 3-hit combo then combos into kick, which is really, really nice on, like, a tank build. I might try wheelchair with laser dagger, but I feel like that might not be super duper great. Because, like, if the heavier you are, the more damage your kick does. So the more damage your kick will do after the combo. Which is really important. Like, it's such a fun playstyle, laser dagger. So as you get really, really good with the cancels, the melee boost cancels, like, good lord. There's so much cool stuff in this game. This game has so much potential, dude. I really hope they do a lot with it. This series has so much potential. Like, Armored Core, there's not really been a series that encapsulates the magic of it. Like, Daemon X Machina tried to be a spiritual successor, which, honestly, they did a pretty good job. At least you could dual wield melee in that game. That's a point in their favor over Armored Core 6. But, like, I also haven't really played a lot of mech games, so I don't know. Maybe some Gundam games are really, really good, and the PvP is fantastic. I might have to try some of those out. I wonder if there are any Gundam games out there. Y'all probably know this in the comments below. I almost said in the chat. But I wonder if there are any, like, really good Gundam games out there where you can play melee really well. Because it's really hard for me to get into a game that doesn't have a melee aspect to it. Because I love playing super aggressive playstyles with, like, blades and stuff like that. It's so fun. That's why I got into Daemon X Machina PvP. Was because the swords in that game was just so, in those games were just so fun. I mean, look at that, just shooting through my coil shield. That is so good, dude. Because I believe my hitbox is bigger with the coil shield than it is with the lightweight. I really want to find a hitbox visualization mod. I'm gonna hit some people up on the Nexus Mods website and see if maybe I can get them to make one for me. Like maybe I can commission that, or heck, I can just learn how to do it myself. Like I would love to make a video talking about like, hey, here's how big your hitbox is with this combination of parts. Like, here's a lightweight hitbox, here's a, quad hitbox, stuff like that, you know? Because someone left a comment on one of my videos, I'll have to find it somewhere. But they mentioned, like, yeah, when you run a quad build, your hitbox is way bigger. I'm like, is it? No! Like, I don't really feel that very much. Like, especially with the targeting how it is. I don't feel like I'm hitting my shots more consistently on quads versus lightweights. I feel like it's mostly the same. I mean, look at that. Like, I'm just hitting all these shots. There's a terminal armor. We boost away a little bit. Ooh, we get staggered. And I think it's over. No, it's not. Yeah, they definitely should have swapped a dagger there. I feel like they might just be not used to it yet, I feel like, this person. Because they're a very, very good player. They're giving me a run for my money, which is awesome. I feel like they might just be used to not having a weapon bay weapon, so they're still getting used to it. That's my theory anyway, because again, a very, very skilled player here. Oh my gosh, just like being able to just put on the coil should be like, I have like double my attitude stability, and I'm also really fast, and you're gonna have to deal with that. You see, like, they're just kind of leaving me alone when I get stunned, which is like, I think they're just fumbling their recovery. But look, oh my god, that damage. Good lord. What a good one to end off on. This is the last clip, by the way. But good lord, man. Look at that. And I back away for whatever the heck reason. I should really just be killing them. I think I want to go for a kick just for the style. But then I'm like, I shouldn't style on this guy. This guy's been a really good player. I want to feel like I'm BMing them. And they are gone. Look at there. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for more Armored Core 6 PvP. Y'all have a wonderful day.